First thing they do is cut the tip of his dick off. That's the first thing they do over there. As soon as every boy when he's born, cutting his dick. That's the first thing they do. And they could go through a whole thing like that. I'm sure there's plenty of things we do that seem abhorrent and
we like a pretty penis.
I do.
Yeah.
I wish I had a choice. I think I was circumcised without my consent.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of penises, and what I've
Get on
noticed,
my level.
Oh, preaching to the
Get on my level.
I'll never achieve what you have.
Yes, just too many years of swimming and hockey.
Sometimes with the circumcision, I've noticed they don't do a good job. They did a great job on me. I feel like everything's symmetrical. There's no scarring really. Like everything looks good down there. There's no bits still dangling off or anything. But every now and then I see one.
You don't know what you're missing in the terms of pleasure, because I think that was the original idea, was like the desensitize.
Oh yeah, I wish I could come faster.
Yeah, but
that's what I got. But every now and then I see where like the top of the head of the penis is still kind of connected with the to the shaft by like a fold of skin that's just there, and that I don't like. That looks awful. That's no good. But then I see like there's those guys who have like anteater cocks where like they can't when they get an erection, like the foreskin won't even stretch enough for their cockhead to go through it, so it'll tear or it'll rip. There's all kinds of issues.
Dude,
with that.
Could be bad.
So I did a series called Mail Monday, and a lot of people would write to me and say that their penis couldn't go through the tip of their foreskin, and that
would suck.
I'm not like I didn't really know how to handle it, but it was a pretty common Christian. You know?
They threw mine away about 29 years ago, so I can't help you.
They should let you keep it.
I
should
kept
be like
mine.
when you become a man, you get it back.
But it was like that little piece of skin as a baby ends up being like a pretty substantial amount of skin as an adult that's removed.
Really?
Like
a
sheet.
I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like if you stretched it all out, it's probably like a sheet, probably like a pretty big amount of skin. That's a lot of nerves and pleasure sensors are in that.
Yeah.
You ever see where like there'll be you got like one guy who's cut and one who's not cut, and he'll stick his dick inside of the guy's foreskin?
No, I have not seen this.
Oh yeah, the old tab A into tab B.
I do not.
We know that.
I don't even like visualizing what you just.
Taylor's face.
That's pretty dark.
Get in the middle. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I think
Look at me, I'm circumcised. You're circumcised. I'm circumcised. No,
It's like if someone has a long sleeve shirt and you kind of share one sleeve.
exactly what it's like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think they should not do that. I think most people are on that same page. Like, just don't circumcise. If it becomes a problem, get it taken care of.
No,
but let's not go hacking little bits off people.
No, I'm glad that I got circumcised. If I could go back, I would get circumcised again.
But you don't know that.
I do it every year.
If you lived to a point where you were circumcised, I bet that there's more pleasure in an uncircumcised penis for the penis owner.
We've been through this. I don't want to come any faster than currently. It feels great already. I don't need any more than this. It really does. It's like, you like that ice cream? Yeah. It could be even colder, you know. It's like, it's fucking cold enough, bro. I'm getting an ice cream headache already. I'm happy with this. Make it colder? No,
it wouldn't be a colder ice cream. It'd be a bigger bowl with more toppings.
Whatever. I'm or a big chunk of skin wrapped around it so you can't get to the ice cream the way you want or something. I don't know what it would be.
Well, then you would get it taken care of.
Yeah, if your ice cream bowl had a foreskin and you were constantly trying to get in there to get to it, you wouldn't want that. So,
I would remove that.
Yeah,
off your ice cream bowl.
Off my ice cream bowl.
And it's not to the quite the same extent, but there are places where they'll cut the clitoris off like baby females to desensitize her.
Genital mutilation.
Yeah, it's awful.
That is different. Now the goal of that is to deprive the woman of sexual pleasure. Because it's not like now if they
challenge accepted.
Now if they just remove the hood of the clitoris, that would be like a female circumcision. But they lop the hood, and the clitoris and everything right off.
They do it differently in different areas, is my understanding.
Well,
and if they did remove the hood, then it exposes the clitoris to like being rubbed on and everything. And that's what it desensitizes, which is the same thing that happens to a circumcised penis that gets desensitized from being exposed all the time.
There should just be a policy to not put anything sharp towards a child's genitals until you're like absolutely sure that you need to. It shouldn't just be like, all right, right out of the gate.
I agree.
I'm all for the circumcision. I think, you know, why not? I prefer what I got.
Why not? What if they botch it? What if it's all fucked up? You were just saying that. What if you were unlucky and your doctor had, you know,
that would suck.
Come in exhausted.
And I'll tell you what, if I were
I'm sure it does suck for a lot of people.
If I were getting my kid circumcised, I'd make it. It'd be a part. It would be a big deal. It'd be like, hey, if we're gonna do this, let's get a.
I want the best baby dick cutter in the nation.
Yeah, I would want a plastic surgeon to do it. I feel like normally they just got like whatever doctors around is like, hey, Bill, you got your pocket knife? Yeah. You little Swiss Army thing with the little mini scissors? Yeah,
I got a cigar cutter.
Yeah. Oh, that'll work. Like, you don't be reaching over. Oh, he's over there reaching into his humidor trying to cut your baby's dick off. Like, you don't want that. But you know, you want a professional. But I prefer being circumcised.
Would you make an event out of it? Would you throw a big
but see, party? You're saying that you prefer it without knowing the alternative as far as
I prefer the
experiencing
physical.
it.
I prefer the appearance. I feel like that's better. And you're telling me that maybe it's going to be more pleasurable. Not interested in having that. I know that requires some higher degree of maintenance to make sure you don't get like schmegma and fucking dick cheese in there, smelling like an infected fucking sore around your cock head.
Right.
Or anything like that. My dick's always fucking clean. And you know what it takes to clean it? I can wet my hand, do that 3 times, and it's clean again. I don't want to be digging around around foreskin and like needing to be in the shower to make my dick not smell like rotten ass. Like,
dude,
no.
that's not. There's no way that's the case. That's like being like, you know, we should cut these kids' feet off. Do you know if you leave the same socks on for 3 months and dip your feet in wet water and let it sit, that it'll be gross?
My
friend from high school told me like he was uncircumcised. I brought those things up to him. I'm like, don't you have to do something special like cleaning it and something? He's like, I just get in the shower and wash my dick. Don't you just wash your dick? That's all I do. It's no big deal.
Yeah. I think that
it's not like there's this huge process of smegma removal.
Taylor, are you circumcised or not?
I am.
You are.
Yeah, I think.
Are we all?
I am, yeah. So we all are.
Don't do it until you know, and
Wings is too, right?
It's not risky. It's too risky.
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah.
Most really Americans are.
I think it's becoming less and less common now.
I do.
I wouldn't get my kids circumcised. Let them decide if stick skin's good the way it is.
I wouldn't want to.
I would cut it off right now if I had a foreskin.
Well, that would make an interesting part of the show.
Like, bang! I have to shoot it off. Whatever it took.
Turn it off.
Throw it down there. I don't think you want to do that.
I wish I had it again just so I can cut it off a second time. Yeah. Bastard.
What'd you do when you cut it off? I fucking ate it. What else?
Oh, God.
It gained its power.
I have the numbers.
Oh, damn.
Over the course of 1979 to 2010, the rate at which children got circumcised went from 64.5% to 58%. So,
in the US?
Yeah, and this is just US.
Almost 50-50.
Yes, it went from 64.5 to 58. I'm a little surprised. I thought it would be closer to 100 in both regards. Like, not 100, but, it would go from like 90 to 80. So, yeah, that's it.
You're on the right path then.
I think so, too. I think circumcision is probably a bad idea. I do think they look better. It's like plastic surgery for your cock.
Right.
But
we need awareness for this, like posters. Like, what do you do when you see a baby dick skin? You don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Be the bee.
But I'm sure I haven't seen a large amount of uncircumcised penises to know if they're all of them are ugly. Or
I've seen a lot of cock. If you have any questions,
there's different vaginas that some look good straight out of the box. Some might need a little cleaning up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No, I would agree. I would say guys are pretty much equivalent. Yeah, some with their foreskins look pretty good, and they pop out of that foreskin looking like a man. Some of them, not so good.
Right.
An anteater. Don't want that.
Or the ones that look like if you buy a tiny kid like a XXL hoodie and the sleeve is just way down to here, and it's like, what's all that? What's going on there? What's that for?
Like an old wizard sleeve.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah. It's like when you take the straw wrapper off and just kind of leave that extra part to dangle just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Not good. Anyway, I've had enough of this.
Yeah. Good talk. Good talk.
More? That's enough?
Oh, I know for you, we make the show 6 hours. Keep it going. We're rolling.
Whoops.
For
We talked
Dick Talk.
about that on PKN.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, here's a thing. So the United States Marines have now